High-tech, highfalutin, lazy, or foo-foo America gets, we will never stop hunting and fishing. This is the Hunting Quest. We take 1 hour of every week and talk about our favorite things in the world, hunting and fishing. You'll get tips and help on the fishing environment locally in the DMV area. Plus, we're going to have fun along the way. This is the Hunting Quest. And now your host, Mike Tippin and Bennett Malin.
What's going on, Mikey?
Oh, man. A lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
That's an understatement.
Yeah. What's going on with you, man?
Oh, just, living the dream. It's another beautiful Friday. We made it through another one, and
Yeah, it was questionable. It was hit and miss this week, man.
Yes, it was. Yes.
I didn't know how this was going to go.
But it went, and, that's that's what matters, I guess. It went.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess people need to I think people just need to realize how lucky they have, to be able to enjoy every day.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause I don't know, it doesn't happen. It can go away in a second. So
yeah, yeah, no kidding. So people need to get outside and have some fresh air.
That's it for sure.
Get away from their phones.
God, yes. But glad it's the weekend, my friend. Glad it's the weekend.
True that.
So no guest tonight.
Nope. Kicking
Which
it
is
old
okay.
school, just me and Mike.
I think so. I like this. We hadn't done this in a long time. long time.
It's refreshing. It's a lot less low threat environment,
Right. I like that. I like that a lot. It's a low threat environment.
Having an easy night. It's like having a night off, but not really.
But not really.
Yeah.
Bex doesn't think so. So you can't convince her of that.
Yeah, she's not home yet. It's fine.
Yeah.
The rules are still made up. Points don't matter. Yep. It's fine.
Points don't matter. Greatest show ever.
Yeah.
Firm believer.
So we got a lot of exciting things coming up.
We do. We got a lot of yeah.
We got a lot.
I'm excited for them all. I had to admit, I thought that we were kind of gonna this year was gonna turn out to be a flop. For hunting, at least for me.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, stuff kind of went sideways, and I was like, man, this sucks. But it's kind of come around.
Yeah.
So, should we tell people what we're doing?
We still got to get that wood duck for you, though.
I know.
We tried.
We tried.
And we did.
That was cool.
Benny just sucks and couldn't find it in the tall grass. But
no, Mike just needs to make a better damn shot.
Tears me up.
But we did remedy that, right?
Yeah.
We remedied that.
Yeah.
And it, that remedy has turned out to be hopefully a pretty cool partnership with a really cool company.
Yeah. I'm excited for it.
I am too.
I don't know how much of that we should share right now, but
I don't think we can yet.
Yeah, I don't think we can yet. But
yeah,
super excited about that. That'll be fun.
Dude, that's gonna be so much fun. So much fun.
So we've got that big project, we'll call that, in the works right now. We've also got a lot of hunting trips coming up.
We do.
I was thinking about that. I was actually talking to my grandma on the way home from work, and she's like, "Oh, you're not hunting this weekend?" I was like, "No, no, I'm not gonna hunt this weekend." I was like, but damn, now that I think about it, next weekend is gonna be the Maryland Veteran Day hunt.
Yeah.
Which we're gonna try to go. If you want to buy a Maryland license and come with us, fucking more power to you.
By the way, I do appreciate the fact that us veterans and active duty military, according to Virginia, got a day to hunt all by ourselves, and you were gracious to take me along. So
I mean, to be fair, it was a terrible day, but
shit. How terrible is a day that you get to spend in first of all, you get homemade.
We spent the day in a duck blind, not talking to other people and eating cinnamon rolls, so it wasn't that bad. But
it wasn't that bad.
The ducks did not want to cooperate.
No, we saw some.
They're just not here yet.
Yeah,
I think there was a big push of them that got here, and then they pushed out, and there's been nothing yet to replace them.
I would love to talk to a migratory biologist.
Mm-hmm.
And I bet you we could find one. I just don't know where to start, but we could find one and find out how much of the wildfires actually, like the Canada wildfires, changed or altered that migration pattern, that we would typically see.
I bet it did a lot.
It's got to have. It's got to have done something. I mean, it has to have done something. Yeah. I mean, well, we saw pintails in the marsh in
October.
So
yeah,
that's screwy.
That was the first split.
Yeah,
for Virginia, and we had the funniest
where we
part
couldn't
about
shoot
was that Friday. So the opening day in Virginia, we got there and I was taking the landowners out. And we get to the parking lot at the boat ramp, and we're standing there, and this guy comes down the boat ramp, and he's like, "Oh yeah, man, I've been in here scouting the last couple of days and blah blah blah." And we're like, "Oh yeah, okay, cool." He's like, "Where are you guys hunting?" We're like, "Oh, we're all the way in the back." And he's like, "Oh, okay." He's like, "Man, there's a lot of pintails around here." Like, I'm sitting there like,
I remember you telling me about this.
I'm like, dude, I've been guiding on this creek for like 4 years now. They're not pintail here in October. And so we get out to the blind, and we're standing there, and we had a couple of wood ducks come through that we shot. And so I go out, and I'm walking out to pick this wood duck up and trying to work the guy's dog and everything. And so I'm standing there looking at the dog and trying to get this bird back, and I'm like halfway out to it. And I hear the guys in the blind go, "Hey, there's a bird." And I'm like, "What?" And I look up. Not just a bird. It was a drake pintail, like 20 feet over my head. Of course, I don't have a gun or anything. I'm just standing out in the middle of the marsh. And I'm like, "Huh, look at that.
That just happened."
There's a drake pintail. I'll be damned. There are pintail here." I'm like, "What the hell is going on?" And then we saw him the next morning, too. We saw him Saturday at almost the same exact time.
Yep.
He flew 15 yards off the back of the blind. Of course, nobody's paying attention because we're all eating snacks and drinking drinks and messing around.
Yeah.
Seems to be our
it's our MO.
Seems to be our issue, I think. I don't know that it's an MO. I think it's an issue.
Yeah. Depends.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
But, yeah, so there were pintail here early, which it's got to just be residents. There's no way that they've migrated already.
They're not in full plume anyway.
No. I mean, he was plumed. He didn't have his sprigs yet.
Yeah, but still,
he was plumed.
Yeah. That's what's weird.
Yeah. We saw that black duck, too, last weekend.
Yep. That was a stud.
He was completely plumed.
He was cool.
That dude was jet black.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, he was gorgeous.
He was a stud.
Yeah. So we got a couple more days. We're going to try to hunt Maryland. And then the weekend after that, we're making a trip west.
Yeah.
Right? That's the following weekend, isn't it?
Yeah, it's we've got
something like that.
Well, we've got the 8th. Let me look at the calendar. How's that? So we got the 8th.
Yeah,
right?
So next weekend is the Maryland veteran hunt.
Okay.
The following weekend, we'll be heading west.
Yep.
Because we're leaving Thursday, right?
Yep.
So what are we heading west for? What's that trip, Mike?
So that trip is going to be you are going to drive us, being me and Sport.
I gotta drive the whole. Am I driving the whole time?
Well, yeah.
No. Wrong.
Oh, by the way, Benny, you're driving.
That's bullshit.
So we're going out. We're going to drop you off in Missouri.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
And you're going to do what kind of hunt there?
I'm going to be going up to our family farm up in north central Missouri to do some deer hunting for some whitetail.
Big whitetail. Missouri whitetail. You got to put that in front of it. That's what everybody who hunts in Missouri says, Missouri whitetail.
Dude, I'll send you some pictures of my uncle sent me a picture of a buck like last night or the day before of this buck's got to be, dude, I don't even know. He looks like he's about 3 foot wide from the inside of his beams. It's the most ridiculous looking buck I think I've ever seen in my life. and he looks
Okay.
young. Like his chest is still real tight, his belly line's real flat and everything. So he looks really young, but he's just huge, wide 8-pointer. And then
What do you think that's about?
I don't know, but he might meet a 308 if he comes out and stands broadside. I don't know if I'll be able to.
There you go.
I'm going to try to not shoot that one, but I think
I like that.
Might be a different story come Saturday morning.
Yeah.
And dude, my dad's got a buck in his backyard.
Well, when's opening day?
Opening day, Missouri rifle is Saturday the 11th.
So just so you know, if you've ever been to opening day in Missouri, it sounds like freaking World War III.
My favorite thing to do is if you look at your clock about 5 minutes before shooting light. I love sitting there counting how many shots go off before legal shooting light because it is insane. Oh my God! Especially when you're out and you're standing in the woods by yourself and you can hear for miles. You know, you hear that gunshot from a mile away, and you just.
Sorry.
Oh, you're good. Why is my boy angry? He needs some love, man.
Somebody has decided to yell at him or do something. I'm guessing it's the FedEx guy or something. Hey, quit.
Ah, jeez. It's always the FedEx guy.
No.
Oslo.
I don't know.
Big special guy.
I don't know what happened to him. He just said, this is
Love
not
that
okay.
guy. Love that guy. He's got big feelings.
He does. He's the biggest pushover in the world until you walk in the door and you're not supposed to be there.
Yeah, that's right.
And they'll kill you.
But yeah, man. So I'll be deer hunting in Missouri.
Yep.
But yeah, I'll send you the picture of that buck, and then my dad's got another one in his backyard right now. That's the same way. He's freaking huge, but he doesn't have brow tines.
What?
It's the weird dude. He's massive, huge mainframe 8 without brow tines, like 0 brow tines. He's the goofiest looking buck, but he looks the same thing. It looks like he's about 3 foot freaking wide. I mean, he's 4 inches outside his ears on both sides. No brow tines.
That's pretty nice though.
Oh, dude,
That's got to be cool,
picture, dude. He looks insane.
Well, Worm was hunting this weekend. She sent me a picture of a nice buck that she wound up getting.
Oh, she got one?
Oh yeah, I didn't send you that.
Hell yeah, no, you didn't send me that.
Oh shit, I have to fix that. But
that's right.
Yeah. So she's out. I don't remember where she got her deer at, but it's a good deer.
Hell yeah.
And it's, I mean, that thing was a stud. I was impressed. So anyway, so you're going to get the guy with, you're targeting the deer with no brow tines.
No, that one's in my dad's backyard. If I shoot that one, I'm going to wake up at like 8 a.m., make myself a nice little breakfast and a cup of coffee and go sit in the hot tub and shoot it with a crossbow.
Fair enough.
I just sent you a picture of that one. If that buck dies, that's going to be how it is. It'll be sitting in a hot tub drinking coffee. Because I asked my dad, I was like, how far is that?
Oh my God.
Dude, isn't he the craziest looking deer ever?
Wow.
I mean, look at how wide he is.
Dude, that thing is
no
insane.
brow tines. I don't know if I can show
Holy
it.
smokes. That's
There
crazy.
It kind of is. Camera's trying to. No brow tines.
None.
But he's a freaking sausage.
He is a stud.
But I was like, how far is that from your hot tub? My dad goes 68.4 yards. I was like, why do you know the exact yardage? He goes, I haven't counted it or anything.
No, I haven't brought a rangefinder out there to find out exactly how far he is away.
God. Like that's how you do it. That sounds about right. But so while I'm chasing whitetail, you and Sport are leaving.
Yep, we're going to drop you off. Yeah, we're going to drop you off in Missouri, and we're going to keep on trucking 5.5 hours west of you, north and west, to Nebraska. Broken Bow, Broken Bow, Nebraska, to be exact, is where we're going to stay. And we are going with a guide for muleys. And what's really cool about this, and I didn't know this until Sport and I were talking, this will get him his trifecta for he'll have the antelope, the elk, and now the muley, for out west.
Oh, that's cool.
And I think that's super, super cool.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's awesome.
he's, so now he's already planning where we're going next year. I'm like, we got to get through this year first, man.
Dude, you got to go shoot something crazy like a freaking caribou or something.
Those tags are super hard to get, man.
Oh, I'm sure they are, but it'd be
super
cool as hell.
hard. Oh yeah.
You can
They say they,
be Rudolph in your living room.
Yeah. I'm sure you could go to Russia right now and probably smoke one, but I'm not headed that direction anytime soon.
No, I'm good. Which is a shame because we were talking about that the other day at work about all these cool places in the world that, like, as a U.S. citizen, I'm okay with not going.
Not going. Most of them have already been there too. So,
yeah. But like you think about like Egypt, like going to see the pyramids, amazing trip. 0% chance I would go to Egypt right now.
Yeah,
no shot.
So I'll tell you, I went there. The Navy got me there, and I saw the pyramids, and it is nothing. I mean, the pyramids themselves are amazing, hands down, absolutely one of the most amazing things you'll ever see. And we still don't know how the hell they built them to be.
Right.
It's so precise, so exact, the whole 9 yards. So that aspect's really cool. The part where there's basically a shantytown slum tent city right out in front.
Less
and
cool.
It's like super disgusting, not so fun. And everybody there is either trying to sell you a trip, take you on some, excursion to see something, and you're going to get robbed.
Mm-hmm.
Or who knows what. But aside from that, the pyramids are really cool. They really are cool. But yeah, I'm not getting me to Egypt anytime soon.
No.
Not anytime soon.
No. So we got
mule deer,
some duck hunting next weekend.
Yeah.
Deer hunting the following weekend.
Yep.
And then we've got I think Virginia season probably comes in by the time we get back from that. So we'll be I'll be duck hunting in Virginia again.
Yep. You'll be guiding.
Yep.
So
great. So
which
excited.
is you should be.
Oh, I totally am. I love it.
You will be. And in the middle of all that, we have got, so that's just November.
Yeah, that's just November.
It's just November.
That's just the next 4 weeks.
Right. And what's really cool, I guess, more or less about that is we're also doing the podcast. We got some really cool folks on the podcast. We'll leave the names out just in case they can't make it or, but there's one on the 8th. I highly recommend people to go to tune into. That's going to be a lot of fun because I'm really looking forward to that. Yeah. And that's the week before Veterans Day.
Yep.
So what's really cool is there's going to be 4 veterans on that call.
Yeah.
Well, 2 active duty and 2 veterans.
Hey, I've done 1 tour.
Well, that's fine, but you can't be a veteran until you decide to leave.
No, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You're active duty. Be happy with that. Be happy with that.
But yeah, that's going to be a fun one. That's cool.
That's going to be cool. I'm super excited to see how that goes. I'm stoked for that one for sure.
Absolutely.
And then Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving's going to be on us before you know it.
I say we've got a holiday thrown in there.
Yeah.
2 holidays between Veterans Day and Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
On top of a week-long trip, a couple duck outings.
Yeah.
A couple podcasts. It's going to be a busy month.
It is a busy month.
And then now
there's a reason why.
Right.
Well, there's a reason why Bex hates me.
Yeah,
I'll just keep giving her cinnamon rolls. Maybe
she'll get over it. Dude, she smashed those cinnamon rolls when I got home with them.
Good. I'm glad. They were not the best cinnamon rolls I've ever made, but they were damn good.
No, they were pretty damn good. They're pretty damn good. So that
just covers November. Now we're moving into December.
So now we roll into December, and we've got more duck hunting in Virginia.
Yep.
I think we'll have another trip in December too, right?
We do. I think somewhere around the 18th ish.
Yep.
Somewhere in there. And that's going to be a drive. At least I'm driving.
That's going to be a long drive.
It's not that bad. I've done it once already. It's not that bad. I did it by myself. It's not bad.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's like 14 hours.
Oh, is that all?
Yeah, it's only 14 hours. I think you can do it in like a lot faster than that. But I did it in 14. And I did stop. So
that trip's down to the where's that?
To Louisiana.
Down to the end of the world, huh?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Bayou Pigeon.
Bayou Pigeon. And that's with our wonderful friends, you know, the Planet Trotline folks, you know, Bax and Wes and Emily and, you know, all of those folks. It's, you know, good times there. So we're gonna get hopefully some really, really good duck hunting in down there.
And I think for it.
I think they also invited us to do some deer hunting, but I don't know about that. I got to go back and talk to Wes for that one. So,
I'm excited for the duck hunting because the whole time we were down there, I was like, Mike,
yeah,
there's ducks. We went out. It was like the first day we got there. We're out riding around, and I think it was it the first day I was there?
Mm-hmm.
We jumped on the golf cart. Mike showing me we're running down the levees, and we run past this one of the crawfish ponds, and this group of wood ducks jump up, and I'm like, oh, ducks. Like he's like, Benny, we're down here to alligator hunt, remember? I'm like, yeah, but ducks.
There's ducks.
There's ducks. And he's like, oh, okay. And we keep riding a little bit, and we get down to the next pond. Big group of teal jump up off the water. I'm like, oh, Mikey, more ducks. Mikey, there's more ducks. And he's like,
there's an alligator right there, Benny.
He's like, no, Benny, alligator. And I'm like, yeah, but
there's ducks.
We should keep looking for ducks. There's got to be more ducks sitting here somewhere. We got to find them. We got to go find the ducks. And he's like, no, Benny, we need to go find the alligators. I'm like, oh. So now we get to go back and look for ducks. I am pumped to do.
I think I know that's going to be one hell of a trip.
Oh,
I'm
first
of all,
so excited for that.
Great people to hang out with, hands down.
Yep.
Emily, Wes, Bax, you know, Dell, all of the folks, you know, everybody down there, fantastic people, great, wonderful place to stay.
Yeah.
I mean, you really couldn't ask for anything better as far as a place to stay. I don't know if you've seen some of the stuff Emily's put out, but the pictures from down there
from a couple days ago, the sunset.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Beautiful. It won't be as hot this time. Oh, it's going to be
It wasn't that hot last time.
Yeah, it was still pretty warm though.
Nah, it wasn't.
It was still like I walked out of the lodge and was just wet.
I
don't like that. I don't like to just be wet the second I go outside.
Man. That was a good time though.
It was awesome.
You know, it was, you know, like you parked your car next to Satan's balls, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It was hot.
Yeah,
it
was fun.
But once you got on the water, it was, you know, it was a damp hot.
Well, it's got that going for it.
It does. I mean,
hey, it was, you know, it was hot, but at least we were alligator hunting. We could just be hot and working, but
yeah,
we were hunting and on a boat and hanging out with friends. So
yeah,
you know,
good people who were throwing spiders at you.
That.
I'm surprised you even talked to Bax. I really am. I figured that would solidify it. You'd never say another word to the guy.
No. He made some sauce piquante, and it was pretty good. So
hey, you got it right.
We'll still be friends.
You can still be friends.
That's right. So
goodness gracious, puppy hush.
Man,
he is an angry man today, isn't he?
Big feelings.
Goodness gracious. I don't know what has got him so stirred up.
After Louisiana,
we'll
be back here.
Yep.
Probably just in time for Christmas.
Yep.
So we'll have that weekend off. Bunch of podcasts. Oh, excuse me. December too. And then January, we've got another trip.
We do.
In the books.
That one is going to be a boat ton of fun.
It better be. That's all I'm gonna say. It better be. I've been tricked once before, Mike. This time it better be.
Look,
All
you
I'm gonna
can
say.
you can say whatever you want to say, but I can put a stamp on those fellas. Casey and Jay are phenomenal guys. I mean, they really are, and they got a good outfit, they got a good shop, they know what the hell they're doing. They're new, they're growing, they've got some good leases, they got a lot going for them,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm really excited to see how that turns out.
Yeah.
So I've hunted with them before. I know what they're capable of doing, and man, you talk about perfectionists. That's what those guys are. So I feel strongly that we will have a good outing. That's going to be, what is that? That's a 3-day duck hunt out in Kansas, right?
Yeah. I think
Duck and geese.
I kind of talked to you about that, but I think I'm going to fly into St. Louis. I think Dad's going to try to go.
That'd be cool as hell.
But I think either way, I'm probably going to fly into St. Louis and steal one of my parents' cars and drive it out to Kansas. Because I can fly nonstop into St. Louis, which is a huge plus.
I'm flying nonstop to Wichita.
Yeah, but it's way more expensive. I can fly southwest from BWI, which is like 5 minutes away from me, to St. Louis. Yeah. And it's like an hour and a half flight for like $120.
Yeah. You know how much mine cost me?
Winner. Points. Lots of points.
Yep. And $11.
And
$11 whole dollars for a 2-hour and 31-minute flight direct from DCA. That's the part I'm worried about, though. Never flown out of DCA with a firearm. So
yeah. See, and that's the thing too. Like, my thing is, I just don't want to do a layover
with a gun. It's really not a good
terrible
plan.
Idea.
I've done it. It makes for a bad day.
Yeah.
A lot of stress.
Well, and so like flying out of BWI, like if I wanted to fly out of DCA or wherever, I could probably find a direct flight, take the same flight you're taking basically into Wichita, but that's like an hour drive from my apartment, whereas BWI is like 5 minutes, which is significantly easier to get somebody to drop me off.
It's not an hour to DCA from you.
Oh, yeah, it is.
No, there's no way.
100%.
Guarantee you not.
Dude, it's like an hour and 20 minutes to your house.
Yeah, it's half the distance to DCA. If you're going to Dulles, I'd understand that. But you're going to DCA, it's half the damn distance.
Yeah, but it's still into DC, and
I get that.
I get that.
I get that. I'm a little nervous.
It's 5 minutes north to BWI.
No, I understand.
Fight traffic all the way into downtown DC.
Still want to get on a plane with me. I see how it is.
It's all right. Me. Yeah,
it's all right.
No, but I'm gonna fly into St. Louis. I can fly nonstop, which is it's the only way to fly, dude.
When you can get them.
I can't stand layovers, especially with guns and that kind of crap. But
yeah, I did that. If I can't find a direct flight to Wichita, which it's rare that I can ever find a direct flight to Wichita, I will fly to Kansas City. I can almost always find a Kansas City direct flight. The problem is Kansas City, from Kansas City to my place is like 4 hours.
Yeah.
3.5 hours, something like that. And it's like, God, man, this is, you get off a plane, go rent a car, drive 4 hours, hunt for 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, whatever you're hunting.
Right.
And then turn around and go back another 4 hours to get on a plane. I don't hate flying into Kansas City. It's a weird airport to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
They're an easy airport.
Yeah.
They're not difficult. Like Dulles is a pain in the ass. But I think the easiest airport I've ever dealt with was Wichita. They're just, oh yeah, you're a hunter that way.
Yeah.
Just go pick your stuff up over there.
Yep.
But I've been on the other side of that where, you're on that layover and we got caught in Dallas Fort Worth, and literally I'm at Dallas Fort Worth airport trying to go get a hotel room. And I just happened to go look. I didn't tell anybody that I was getting a hotel room. For all they knew, I was still going to be in the airport.
Right.
And I happened to walk by. They have a separate area for oversized luggage. And there's my gun sitting out there. My shotguns were just sitting there. I mean, granted, they're locked up and in a case.
Right.
But they're just sitting there. Nobody's watching them. And I walk by and I just grab my guns. I'm like, that's not okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, they, I'm with you. That part of life, that part is a little scary. That's a little bit of an issue on my part.
And even like flying out of BWI, the flights that they had to Wichita had like a layover. They all had layovers somewhere. And like the fastest one from BWI was like a 7.5 hour total travel time.
Yeah.
Which I was like, nonstop flight to St. Louis is an hour and a half. It's 5 hours from my parents' house out to your place.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so it's the same travel time, except I'm in a car and can do pretty much whatever I want, and I'm not stuck on an airplane or in an airport or like, yeah, no, I'm good. I'll fly here for $120 and drive a car.
Yeah. But it is St. Louis.
Yeah. Don't have to be there long.
Yeah.
Drop in, grab a gun, and run.
Yeah. Probably need to have the gun
out the door
before you drop in.
Yeah. Keep the key on your wrist so you can unlock that sucker as soon as you hit the ground.
Yeah, they don't play around, man. They do not play around.
Oh, it's fun, man. It builds character and strong bones and whatnot.
Bulletproofness.
Yeah, you just got to drink more milk.
Yeah, that's it.
That's all it is.
It. Yeah.
Whole milk. None of that 2%.
Yeah, whole
shit.
milk. Lots of fat.
Yeah.
Lots of fat in there.
None of that skim milk shit.
No. So we're doing that. We've got, and those are, what's it? That's like 4 significant hunts.
Mm-hmm. And then it'll be back to Virginia. We'll get back the last week of the Virginia season.
Yeah.
And that'll be, I'm taking that whole week off, so I'll be guiding like, it'll be trip out to Kansas, fly back, work like 3 days, and then guide like 9 days in a row.
Putting in the hours for old Ramrod.
It's going to be fun, man.
I think so.
It's going to be a good time. You're going to shoot your Drake canvasback.
Yeah, I'll take that.
And then you're going to put it on your wall.
Yeah.
We're going to go to Kansas before that, though, and I'm going to shoot more widgeon because that's the best bird to shoot. Yeah. So fun.
Oh, greenhead mallards, I'm telling you.
Oh, man. I want them whistling ducks coming in.
I get it. But
speaking of,
Casey and Jay will put us on some good ducks.
I gotta pick mine up like next week.
I heard. I'm stoked to see this, man.
I'm so pumped. Part of me wants to text him and be like, "Hey, send me a picture of it. I want to see it." And part of me is like, "No, just wait.
Nope, don't do it.
Wait until you go pick it up."
Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it. Wait.
But
see, that's the funny game that me and Wyatt have, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wyatt will put my stuff up on when you walk into his room, into his off, like his I guess office, I guess studio, if you're an artist, right? You walk into the studio and he's got mounts all over the wall. And they're gorgeous, right? And you're it's immediate. I'm trying to pick out which one's mine. And there might be 20 mallards sitting up there with 4 curls. And you're like, God, I hope that one's mine. God, I hope that one's mine. Oh man, that one is really sick. Oh, I like that one. That's cool. And then when he finally, and I've never picked mine out. Never. But as soon as he points at it, I'm like, oh my God, that's the baddest freaking thing on the planet. So I love going in there. I think it's just a weird game that he likes to play. And I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. So
yeah, I'm super excited about it. He called me the other day and I don't remember if I told you last weekend or not. But he calls me and I answer the phone. I'm like, "Hey man, what's going on?" He's like, "Hey Bennett, I got good news and bad news." I'm like,
"Oh, that's not what you want to hear from your taxidermist."
I'm like, "Oh no." And I was like, "All right, well, bad news first. You know how this is."
Yep.
And he goes, "Well," he's like, "I got your mount done." And he was doing it. I don't know if I told you. So the whole base is going to be water. So it's acrylic and then like epoxy over top of it. So it looks like the bird's sitting in water. And he goes, "I put some stuff down on the wood so that it wouldn't show the wood grain through the epoxy. But when I did that, it made it super dark. Like the water's like dark, muddy water, not like blue water." And I'm like, "Oh."
you were hunting in a cow pond.
I'm like, okay. I was like, dude, that's fine. I shot him in a cattle pond in Kansas. It was 3 foot deep of water and cow shit. Like,
Yep.
that's totally fine, dude. And
Yep.
he's like, oh, okay, cool. I was like, all right, so what's the good news, Chad? And he goes, this bird looks fucking incredible.
Right?
And I was like, what? And he's like, dude, this thing is a freaking stud. And I was like, really? I was like, it's funny you say that. Me and Travis were talking about it a couple weeks ago, just before he was leaving for Canada, and we were talking about it. And Travis and I were talking about how, it's a decent widgeon. It's okay for a Drake widgeon and blah, blah, blah. But it's the first one I'd ever shot, so I'm getting it mounted. And Travis was talking about its head, and I'm like, no, dude, it had a lot more white than that. And he's like, what? And so I'm looking through my phone. We find a picture of it, and we're both like, no, that's a pretty nice widgeon.
There you go.
That ain't a bad widgeon. And it's the same thing Chad said. He was like, dude, I get to do like 2 or 3 a year that look as good as this one.
Oh, that's cool.
And I was like, hell yes. He's like, He's like, I'm going to be honest, this is one that I want to keep and put in the showroom. And I was like, damn, that sucks, dude. I'll be up there
that ain't happening.
and a half to pick it up. Let me know when the wings are dry, and I'll be on my way to get it.
I like you. Nope.
Yeah, I was like, that's cool and all, but no, that
so
ain't
what
happening.
How long? It didn't take him much time to turn that around, did it?
No, it didn't take him long.
Yeah, because yours went in after mine did.
Mm-hmm.
Because you were going to send yours to Wyatt, and you didn't.
Yeah, I ended up. Well,
that's disappointing.
Not that one.
It's disappointing.
That one had been going. That one was going to Chad from the second I pulled the trigger on that.
Okay,
bird.
I got you.
I knew that bird was going to him.
Okay.
So we saw that guy. His name's Chad Horse, Feathered Artistics. He's up in PA. We saw him at the Harrisburg show 2 years ago. And he has this mount. It's won him a bunch of awards, but it's this huge dead mount of like 8 or 9 like mallards and black ducks on this log. Dude, it's crazy looking. Like if you and your buddies went out and were hunting like the side of the river and started shooting mallards and stacking them up on the log on the bank behind you, that is exactly what it looks like.
All right,
like
that'd be cool.
Grass and snow, and I mean, just the detail in it is insane.
All right, it'd be cool as hell.
He does a lot of like epoxies and stuff like that, of like water droplets and stuff on their bills, and like very like
I got
just
you.
Crazy detail.
I got you.
And so I knew that I wanted to have at least one done by him and have it just be a like, here's the bird, have fun with it, be an artist and do what you do with it.
Sure.
And that's what I did with the widgeon. I had a picture of a widgeon that I took with my DSLR out on the Eastern Shore in Maryland. And that's the first one I'd ever seen in the wild. And I got a picture of it. And so the mount is the position that bird is sitting in that picture. And then obviously he texted me. He's like, oh, the blue's not the right blue and blah, blah, blah. And I'm thinking about adding this to it, but I don't know. And I was like, dude, you're the artist. Like,
that's it.
Be an artist, do what you think is best. I'm not a professional taxidermist. Oh, man, we lost Mike. It's unbelievable. And he's back. Mikey's back.
Hey, what happened?
Mikey's back.
I don't know what happened.
Nothing happened, dude. What are you talking about?
I don't know. Oslo started barking, and next thing you know, it went blank.
It scared the computer, dude. It happens.
But anyway.
Yeah, man. So I think that's about all we got coming up, huh?
About all we got.
Dude, that's it. And we'll have a great American Outdoor Show again in February.
Yeah.
And get ready for turkey season.
Yeah.
And then be ready for bow fishing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we should have gone bow fishing today.
Never stop. I texted Lindsay about that. Apparently the boat's still getting worked on, so no dice.
All right. Lindsay's got to come on too. I forgot. We got to get Mom on here.
Yeah.
That'd have been a good one to have. Yeah, Team Mom.
Well,
man.
man.
we got a loaded schedule. So hopefully folks will listen in. We'll have some really good news on that other big project that we're working on.
Yep.
I think that's going to be really cool.
Should know something more about that probably next week.
Hopefully. I think so. You're running point on that one now.
Yay.
Only because you're mean.
No pressure.
Only because you're mean. That's all.
Yeah, something like that.
Nah. All right. And then so that's gonna be really cool. I think it's I say mean. That's not the right thing to say. But so no, that's gonna be cool. I think that's gonna be a lot of fun. We got a lot going on, man. And if I can convince my wife to let me buy a Go Devil boat, we might have a new boat out of the deal.
Hell yeah.
We can pick it up in Louisiana.
I say we just got to get it. I don't know if it'd be done by December, but we just have to go and get it.
Don't know.
You better order it now so that way it is ready by the
That's
time
just it. Got to talk her into it.
Yeah.
Just order it now.
I think Allie's watching. I know she liked it on Facebook. I don't know if she's still watching or not.
She'll watch. She will watch. She won't comment until after I get off. And then the reason why she won't comment is because she'll probably have something hateful to say. I'm joking.
She'd be like, Benny's a freaking idiot.
I'm joking. She's really cool though. So we got she got me tickets to go to the big whiskey something over at Dulles Expo Center tomorrow. So, yeah, that's gonna be fun.
Yeah. We got a fun little trip for Bex and I tomorrow, but
yeah, we're not gonna talk about that though. That's gonna be fun.
I'm excited for it. Be dope.
Should be. And,
should be in Florida, but you know.
Yeah, well, it is what it is.
Maryland.
Here we are. All right, Benny.
We're right on, brother.
Let's, I think we talked to everybody enough and teased enough stuff.
That's right.
More to come. A lot of stuff on the books and have a lot of fun. So hopefully y'all will listen and share and like and subscribe and all that stuff that you're supposed to be doing so we can continue to do this.
Yeah. Well, right on, Mike.
All right, man.
All right, brother. I'll holler at you later.
All right, bye.
All right, see y'all.
You've been listening to The Hunting Quest. No matter how crazy, high-tech, or lazy the rest of the country gets, we will always be hunting and fishing. If that's you, you've found your new family. Thanks for listening to the show. Make sure to like, rate, and review. And we'll be back soon. Reach out to us by email at info@thehuntingquest.com. And check us out on Instagram and YouTube at The Hunting Quest. See you next time.